On this episode of Mountaintop Adventures, we explore the largest, hottest, lowest national park in America, Death Valley. We will show you 7 of the top destinations in Death Valley, get our national park book stamped, and give a few tips about camping. Like and subscribe to our channel so you can see more of our travel adventures. First stop on our journey was Golden Canyon, conveniently located a few miles from Furnace Creek Campground. Upon arrival, we were greeted by a wily coyote who didn't seem to mind us much. Don't be fooled, however. Try and pet this furry creature and you'll find out why his first name is Wiley. So, we started on it's called Golden Canyon, is that right? The Golden Canyon Trail. And it kind of turns into the Red Cathedral Canyon Trail. This is pretty cool. You guys have to check this out.
It's beautiful.
I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Yeah. This is a cool spot. So, I think we have arrived at the Red Cathedral. And it goes up. It has a spiral climb. It goes up, I think it goes to the top. The 3-mile out and back trail connects you to Red Cathedral, where you can take in a breathtaking overlook. The trail is rated moderate and requires a small amount of climbing, so bring some extra water and start early. They have these little crevices you can climb up, and you can hike really cool trails like this one on top of them. Taylor has already beat me down to the bottom, so we're gonna get off this trail, go back to the camper, and we're gonna plan our next trail for tomorrow. So it's day 1, Death Valley. Next stop was Desolation Canyon. This 3.6-mile hike offers all the colors of the desert sand and rocks. When we see big gaps like this one, we're like, let's go climb it. It's so hard not to climb up there right now because we have so much more to hike. But on the way back, we're hiking up there. It's happening. Beautiful narrow cuts into the canyon make it crazy fun to explore. At the end of the trail, we climbed a steep mountain to get a view of the land. I wouldn't recommend doing this climb if you're not an experienced hiker. It was a little dicey. Alright, so this next part is straight up. I voted, there's a fork in the trail, I voted we go to the left because it's not as steep, but Taylor said we have to go to the right. She's giving me no sympathy. That's the left, that's the right. Way on up.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to see on camera because this is level, and this is the grade we're on.
This trail I would definitely say is moderate until you get to this part and it's like straight up. Like I would definitely rate this as a black diamond. Just this part. Yeah, so we're only supposed to gain 600 feet. Maybe just this part 600 feet.
I think this is 600 feet, just this part right here. So, we have reached as far as we're gonna go. Look out. It's kind of hard to see. Mountaintop Adventures.
Oh yeah, that's what we're about, baby.
You know, when we named our YouTube Mountaintop Adventures, it wasn't because we planned on climbing mountains. Desolation Canyon. If you hike this trail, it's pretty easy. The first hill, you'll know it when you get to it.
Oh yeah.
Because you're climbing sugar sand all the way up it. And then the first hill is a pretty good workout, and you think, oh, this will be the top. And you get to the top, and you look, and there's another trail. And you're like, wait, there's more? If you're experienced, do it. Knock yourself out. Well, I think this wraps it up for this hike. Now we got to get out of here. I got to hike back down all this.
Honestly, I don't think down will be so bad.
Did you bring a sled? Third on our list was 20 Mule Team Pass. Driving this pass is supposed to give you an idea of what it was like to be a 20 mule team worker. hauling 10 tons of borax to the nearest railroad some 165 miles away at a time. The 18 mules and 2 horses made light work of the job, but took 10 days to complete the journey. Our fourth stop was the lowest point in North America, Badwater Basin. Today we are at the Badwater Basin, the Salt Flats, and we have picked up a hitchhiker with us. This is Taylor's mom. She flew in from Tennessee, so she's going to be getting to hang out with us and see Death Valley. We're going to show her around. Located 282 feet below sea level, it was given its name due to a spring-fed pool that people cannot drink from due to its salt levels. So I think we walked like 10 minutes, 12 minutes maybe at the most. And the further you come out, the wider it gets and the more these patterns start showing up. I think if hopscotch was a thing, this would be like the hopscotch Super Bowl. It is January and it's probably 69, 70 degrees right now. A little breezy. It feels good out here. This is beautiful. I don't know if you can hear that on the phone, but that's cool. These people that are sniffing bath salts would love this place.
Oh my god.
Walking out onto the salt flats is probably the most popular thing to do here, and many photographers take advantage of the beautiful scenery. Number 5 on our list was by far the most awkward, the Devil's Golf Course.
So I just found a loose piece, and this thing is really sharp. It's really cool. It's got all kinds of details, and this thing is heavy. I mean, you wouldn't think big salt rock would be this heavy, but it is. It's pretty cool. It's got all kinds of details.
Given the name by the Park Service in 1934, it was said that only the devil could play golf on this surface. The surface here is formed by large clumps of crystallized salt, making it beautiful and eerie all at the same time. It's a 2-mile bumpy gravel road to get there, but well worth the drive. Heading north, we run into what was our favorite attraction in Death Valley, the Mesquite Sand Dunes. Really cool. Our goal, there's a really big dune. Hey, over there. That one. Coming in at 100 feet tall, climbing these monstrosities will leave you exhausted by the end of the day. But jumping off of them will have you coming right back the next. The funnest thing about coming to the sand dunes is you get to jump off of them. Pull into the parking lot, and you want to get to the biggest sand dune out here. Anticipate an hour and 15 minutes to walk to it. Just because it's uphill, downhill, uphill.
And the sand is not easy to walk through. Like, imagine walking on the beach in, like, your tennis shoes. It's really...
well, times 10.
Yeah.
Because you're sinking this stuff.
When you're like, ooh. Like, we're up, like, 100 feet on this sand dune right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But that's where the cars are parked. That is the parking lot for the Mesquite Valley Sand Dunes. That way, go that way. Keep going. Okay, go up. Okay, right there. Yep. That's where the cars are, way over there. If you go even further, there's an 80-foot waterfall called Darwin Falls. The bumpy gravel road is miserable to get there, but the hike was gorgeous. The 5.8-mile hike brought us through a continually narrowing canyon, over rocks and tiptoeing through small streams, eventually ending at the beautiful Darwin Falls. Taylor has found herself a cool little stick. This is what it looks like. Been barren and flat the whole entire way up until right now. All of a sudden there's these mesquite trees popping up everywhere, and that's when you know you're getting close to a water source. You climb out there. Word of advice when hiking Darwin Waterfalls, do it midday. Because if you do it later in the evening, we got here a little after 2.
Yeah.
If you do it mid-evening, we are in the shade. It is the beginning of January, It's pretty cold. It's in the lower 40s right now. It'll drop down into the 30s tonight. But if you do it midday, the sunshine will be right on you. But right now, as you can see, there's no sunshine in this little canyon. And the sunshine is way back there. Way back there is the beginning where we start. So do it midday or early morning. If you do it too early, the sun won't be up high enough to get down into this little canyon. But if you do it midday, the sun will be right on top of you and you'll stay warm the whole way. If you do it later in the evening, you're gonna be like us, you're gonna be a little chilly coming out unless it's summertime. So just mind the time. If you have a favorite destination or hike in Death Valley, please drop it in the comments section below so others can know of all the amazing things to do here. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed the video. God bless and happy travels.